Jesus Christ. It has been a long, long time since I've done one of these. I know, I had to go through school, had to do finals, had to do all of this unnecessary stuff. Fuck all that. You know me, I'm into video games. Now, today, it will be a story time since I haven't been on here for a while. And I'm gonna tell the day. Middle school stories. I had a legendary middle school career. Almost as legendary as my high school career, but middle school was a very fun time with me. I was in Houston at the time. We went to Beverly Hills Intermediate, BHI, best school ever. And sixth grade shit ain't happen. Seventh grade is when stuff started popping off. There was this girl, right? Her name, I'll call her Courtney. Now Courtney was, I think, white and Mexican. She didn't look bad, so she ain't have no ass, no titties, but she was like really, really pretty, really pretty. So, I'm thinking like, okay, I got the game, what I'm saying, I can pull any girl I want. You hear me? Now, I only thought like that because my brother was actually that, and I wanted to be that, but I can never be that, unfortunately. So, I was like, okay, how do I get this girl? How do I get this girl? I'm not gonna talk to my dad about it because I'm like, I don't need that nigga for this. So I go in there, right? I try to talk to her. I freeze up. She's like, "Hey, Justin, how you doing?" I'm like, "Oh shit." This isn't like any of my movies or pornos. This isn't like any of my pornos. So, like, I was trying so hard to be cool, I forgot that she liked me for me. Oh, god damn, that was a hell of a knockout I did. I'm seeing this footage for like the first time in like a week. That was a hell of a knockout. I tried to like, be suave with it, what I'm saying? Rico with it. That shit ain't work, dog. I should have just been like if I would have had the knowledge I had now, I would have pulled every girl in that school. But I was the weird kid. Like, I was the one that would, like this is when me and my great friend Matthew used to like run up walls and shit. Like, I used to do that, run up walls. I used to do parkour. I used to be an acrobat. I used to get horrible grades. Nah, in 7th grade, actually, I used to get great grades. Another story from 7th grade. There was this teacher, Miss Story, right? Fuck that bitch. Let me tell you why I say fuck that bitch. I say fuck that bitch because I'm acing her class, right? But I was just an asshole. I was a dick, right? Like, I went in there literally just to piss her off because I knew if she threw a surprise test my way, I would pass it anyway. That's the only reason I would fuck with her like that. Me and Matthew was in the class. This is like the second to last class for the day over. So I'm already like, I want to go home, dog. I get in there, man. There was this emo girl that liked me and Matthew, man. If I was in high school, what would have happened. But shit, man. Anyway, so like, I'm just being a dick to her, right? I'm passing all the classes, but I'm like flicking her off and cursing her out and shit. And then one day she was like, "What's your dad's number?" I'm like, "Fuck, I didn't fuck with her too much, man. I fucked with her too much." I'm like, wait, Justin has an idea. Justin's from New Orleans, and Justin still remembers my dad's New Orleans phone number. Like, I still remember my dad's old phone number. So this is about to be great. I'm gonna just give her this phone number and tell her to fuck off. So I give her that phone number, still being a dick to her in class. This is around the end of the year, what I'm saying? Me and my dad used to go get our hair cut at this very cool place. Like, everybody knew everybody. It was a cool place. So, what I'm saying? We getting out the car, right? I'm like, okay, I'm about to get the fresh fade. All I hear is, "Yo, Justin, is that you? Oh, you Justin's father? Oh, I need to talk to you." It was Miss Story, dog. I'm like, oh my no, oh no. I turned into a bitch so quick. The transformation from dude to bitch was faster than a transgender's sex change. It was like I turned into a bitch so fast. I'm like, nah, dog. And she came up and she told my dad everything. Not just like you'd have been okay if she'd have told her like one thing, but she went through the list of everything that happened throughout the year. And I'm like, fuck. I'm about to get destroyed when I get home. It's about to be an ass whooping of epic proportions. I'm not gonna be able to live through this one. I didn't live through the last few, but this one I'm probably not gonna be able to live through. So I'm in the barber shop, right, getting my hair cut. She must have been fucking one of the barbers or something. I don't know. But she was just in there right next to my dad, just listening off stuff. And all the barbers were dicks, because they was like, oh, I know what's gonna happen when he get home. He about to get destroyed. He about to get his ass whipped. This nigga about to get fucked up. I'm like, dog, is it really necessary for all that, dog? Do we really need all that in our lives, dog? Like, come on, man, don't make it any worse. So I'm getting my hair cut. The one thing I'm fearful of is if this dude like just gives me like a bumblebee fucking haircut. And my dad's like, okay. Like, that'd be the worst. But I get out the chair. And this is how I know my dad so well. We was in the car, right? And we was driving home. It was kind of like 10 minutes away from our house. We driving home, and here's when I know dad is really pissed. He don't talk. He don't talk. He just hums. He's just humming a song. And he's playing R&B. This is how you know in my household back in the day when you was about to get your ass beat. He's gonna play some R&B. He's just gonna hum. Just It's like, I'm about to get killed. It's over for me out here. I ain't gonna be able to see the rest of my family. I ain't gonna be able to see my friends. You heard me? Anthony ain't gonna save me on this one, dog. It's about to be horrible. I'm about to die. I can't even talk to my grandma no more. I'm like really feeling it. I'm like getting so emotional, right? As soon as we close the door, I get a pump to the chest. Boom! All the air. Like, if you'd have saw me in slow motion, like, my face was extremely funny. It was over, dog. I'm like, no, damn it. And boy, he gave me an ass whooping of epic proportions. And did I deserve it? No, because I was passing the class with A's. I felt like I was being kind of underappreciated in the class, because I passed the class with the highest grade, which is the funniest part. But, yeah, that's Miss Story, man. I hope she's doing well somewhere. She quit after that year too, because she knew I was coming for her. And also in 7th grade, we're staying in 7th grade for this one. Then I'm gonna move to 8th grade. But there was this one girl in 7th grade, and she was Mexican, and she looked so bad in middle school terms. Like, in middle school, all I cared about is a pretty face. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you had a pretty face, you ain't have to have nothing else. You had a pretty face, you alright. So I go in there, and this is my Texas history class. You know, in 7th grade, you gotta take Texas history. And I'm doing so well in the class that they wanted to boost me up to, like, you know, advanced history for 8th grade. So, you know, I'm a smart kid. Everybody who's gonna watch this knows that I'm fucking smart. So there was this chick, really, really bad. Like, she was really bad. Like, not bad as in like a bad way, like bad as she had like the prettiest face I've seen in 7th grade. But the thing is, my homie Matthew liked it too. So let me put y'all up on game on something. Back in middle school, I may have not been the smoothest when it came to women, but I knew some things. So instead of fighting my homie over this chick, like some of y'all bitch ass niggas would do, here's what we did. We made it a competition, which is a whole thing to do to the chick, but I mean, I was bored. Anyway, I have no excuse. I was bored. He was bored. We were bored. Anyway, so we get in there, and we're like, here's the deal. The bet is that if one of us can pull her by the end of the year, you win the bet. I'll give you $20. And I was taking out trash with my brother and his friends at the time, so I had some money on me. You know, Matthew's parents were fucking loaded, so he had money. So actually, looking back on this, is kind of one-sided, because Matthew's parents were pretty luxurious. They were pretty rich. So, you know, she liked me, she liked Matthew, you know. I think this was like the second to last day of school. I'm pulling out all the stops. I'm being a DJ, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a DJ, by the way. If anyone wanted to book me for any party show, you know, $100, you get to book me for a party show. Anyway, so I DJ. I was DJing. She used to love it. You know, Matthew had the edge because Matthew's Spanish, so they could talk, and I can't understand. So he could have been like, "Yo, this man has AIDS," and I couldn't have known. Like, that would be some other shit if he did that. Like, "Yo, you know he got AIDS, right?" Or like, "¿Por qué lo?" I'm like, what? I can only speak to her in Ebonics. I don't know if she understood what I was saying. And like, "So you know what I mean? So you know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? You know, you understand me though, right? You heard me, right? You know what I'm saying, right? Yeah, come on, man. You know what I'm saying, right?" So, like, and in middle school, I used to be someone that I used to try to be something that I'm not. So in middle school, it was kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna be this cool kid, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna ask why, you hear me? Really, I was like, yo, I need a chick who play video games and shit. So, you know, and then she goes off with a group of her friends. I didn't know until later that it's always the ugliest girl in the group that likes me. Like, why does that have to happen? I don't wish to hurt people's feelings. That's why I don't want the girl to be like, "Hey, you know, I know you went after my friend, but I really like you." I'm like, come on, dog. Come on, fam. So, you know, at the end of the day, me and Matthew, we went to our house, and Matthew get a call from me. We both left our number. Matthew get a call, right? Put me on 3-way, and they hooked up. And I'm like, fuck, man, he won the bet. I'm so jealous. I'm upset. I'm like, but, you know, it was all cool because we were friends. And I think they dated for a while, then they broke up. Or, you know, Matthew was a player at the time, so I don't know what happened to her after that. I ain't talked to her after that. Because, like, yeah, you know, Matthew, you won the bet. I ain't gonna talk to the bitch no more. But you won the bet. Yeah, let's move on to 8th grade. 8th grade, you know, Max moved away. So I had a good friend, you know, Matthew. And me and Matthew were really cool. And Matthew moved away. Me and Max, who I play video games with regularly on my Facebook, you know, we were good friends. Now in 8th grade, this is when I figured out my love for Asian chicks. There was this girl named Emily Tran. Big titties. Like, D's in 8th grade. I'm like, yo, let me be pressed in between those. just let me sniff his hat. Let me sniff the hat, dog. I may want more afterwards, but at least let me sniff the hat. So we get in there. We was in Miss Lynn's class. Anybody who went to BHI knows who Miss Lynn is. I've talked to her recently. She's doing great. So I wrote her a love letter. This is before I started writing poetry. If anyone wants to read my poetry, just look at my Facebook and ask for it. But you know, I usually send them out. You know, it's usually love poems and all that. But anyway, so I used to not write poems. I used to write letters, like love letters, just expressing my love. And I remember Miss Lynn took one of my love letters, and it was really sexual, and read it in front of the whole class. Ooh, boy, I just slumped in the back of my fucking chair like a lazy boy. Boy, it felt like Pac-Man died in my chest. That's how bad I felt. You are really crazy. She was looking at me like, you are really crazy, dog. I'm like, fuck, man, I fucked it up, dog. But I used to read my favorite book of all time. If anyone wants to read a great book, read A Walk to Remember. That book is amazing. I figured it out first. None of y'all figured it out first. I figured it out first. Amazing book, amazing movie. That's what taught me how to actually treat females respectively and treat them right, even though I could never put that into effect. So, you know, it was like the second to last day in 8th grade, and we was watching A Walk to Remember, and I remember this girl made brownies. No, she ain't make brownies. She made muffins, and I fucking love muffins. But nobody was eating the muffins, so I killed the muffins. Muffins was gone as soon as I walked into class. Nobody was eating them there. I'm like, nigga, I'm taking these muffins. Fuck what you talking about. And she sat next to me the whole class and just confessed everything. And here's another thing I hate about girls. It'd be the last moment. Like, hey, I just wanted to tell you at the end of the fucking school year that, like, I really like you and I hope we have a future when it comes to high school. Because the high school at the time was Dobie High School. I never got to go because I moved to Lancaster. I never got to go. Isn't that great? But that's why I fucking hate when girls are like, hey, I really liked you, and I just never had the courage to say it. Like, I understand, because I don't have the courage to talk to girls either back in the day, but it's like, this is the last day of school. We about to walk out the building forever. Why are you telling me these things? But you know, I respected it though. I was like, that's really cool that you tell me now. Like, you know, that was really cool, and I was very respectful of it. And I was very popular in middle school for being weird. Like, you know, if that makes sense. Like, if anyone knows me, y'all know I'm like weird, but it, like, I carried around a whole like fucking thing of mustard to school and raced with it in our relay race during track and field day. Like, that kind of weird. Like, I was that kind of weird. And, you know, like, everybody knew me because I used to sing, you know, before the rapping and everything. I used to sing, and I was a good singer, and I used to sing, and it was fun. You know, it was fun to do all these things. Like, middle school taught me that, for one, you love Asian chicks, Justin. Like, let's not deny these things anymore. And two, you like a certain type of, like, there's certain qualities in a girl. Like, when you see it, it's like, she is the numero uno. Like, she is the one. And when you see it, it's like, yes. Like, it's automatically noticeable. And it also taught me that friends you make in middle school can last you a lifetime. Because I still talk to Max on a pretty much weekly basis. I talk to Matthew. Me and Max play video games all the time. And it helped me get ready for high school. And the fact that I didn't have to be like weirded out by things anymore. Like, I didn't have to pretend to be something I'm not. I can be myself and people will love it. And that's the entire thing I want to get across. Like, even now, like, if you're trying to impress people, or you're trying to impress a guy or a girl, you're trying to be something for your family, you don't have to do that shit. They're gonna love you anyway, if they real. But shit, anyways, that's how it goes, man. It's Victor fucking Freeze. I'm sorry it took so long. I'll catch y'all next time.